Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we are going to be building an apartment in the Medina Studios apartment. This is specifically the 910 or 910 Medina Studios apartment. And I was going for more of a masculine vibe while I was building this. Um, I feel like the masculine vibe isn't something I typically build for, so I was kind of just like experimenting with this one. I wasn't exactly sure how I wanted it to look, so I was kind of just going off of like the masculine vibe. So I definitely incorporated a lot of like dark colors, and I felt like I didn't clutter it up that much. I wanted it to be more like minimalistic. So hopefully you guys get that vibe from here. And I did just want to point out something that I just did. I used the tool mod to get rid of the little like mice hole that shows up in the game and like the mice can come out of. I decided to use the tool mod. I don't know if you knew that, but I didn't know that until recently that you could use the tool mod and just delete it. I haven't When I was playtesting it, I didn't see any mice coming out, so let's hope there are no mice, but we'll see. But anyways, getting on and talking a little bit more about the build, I started off in the kitchen. I drew out the layout, and I mean, I think I used the exact same layout that was already like made for the build, so I kind of just am like decorating it. But I did want to touch on a topic that I have been thinking about a lot recently, and that is that I'm going to be kind of changing my posting schedule. And I know that I don't really have like a posting schedule set anywhere, but I was trying to like, post one YouTube video build a week. And that with like all of the other stuff I do, like I do CC lookbooks and I do the extra build on Patreon. It was just getting to be a little too much while working a full-time job. So I have decided to post every other week, and then so the week that I don't post on YouTube is the week that I'm going to post the Patreon exclusive build, if that makes sense. Um Those ones are set to be on early access for 5 days, but they do become public after those 5 days. But yeah, hopefully that's okay with everyone. I was just getting a little overwhelmed with the amount of things I was doing, so yeah, hopefully that's okay. But getting on and talking a little bit more about the build, I'm using this new, I want to say it's Haus. It's Haus. It's by Baby Gal 123, and I love it. It's a recolor of the like base game counters, and I just think it looks so good. And I used the counters from that, and I used most of the clutter for the kitchen from that collection as well. And now I'm just going in, I'm looking for a fireplace, and as you can see, I'm pulling out like the darker ones because I wanted more of like that masculine vibe, as I was saying. But saying that, this build is going to be from my save file, and since it is for my save file, I was thinking about the sim who is going to live here, and I was thinking that this would be like maybe an architect. Later on in the build, you'll see that I pull out some CC boxing gloves that hang on the wall. I was thinking maybe it could be like a boxer, and then I was like, I don't know. I feel like the man who would live here would be kind of more like a softer guy rather than like a big buff like boxer, if that makes sense. But yeah, I was thinking maybe like an architect, maybe a painter, kind of like a more like softer man, if that makes sense. I could see him like really enjoying painting. I didn't put an easel in this apartment, but as I was placing these paintings, I was like, okay, I could see that the guy who lives here, he could maybe, have painted those. But I do end up changing. I take the painting on the right side away because I decided to put the door on that side just because it felt a little. I needed to make the bathroom bigger, if I'm being honest. Making a bathroom with I know you can make it with like 3 tiles, but making it like a 4 tile bathroom is just hard for me, so I decided to make it a little bit bigger. And but Yeah, I decided to remove that one painting. And now I am going in with the curtains, and these ones are from the organic set. I love the curtains from the organic set. They're my go-to. And since I was building more like not in my like well-equipped style, I guess you can say, I decided to use something that I was more comfortable with. And I love that they're classy, but I don't know, they fit for like almost every style, if that makes sense. But I was really I didn't know what I wanted to do with the entryway, which is kind of why I was doing like kind of avoiding it, honestly. I did the kitchen and then I did the living room, and now I'm kind of like, okay, let's move around the kitchen. Maybe I like it with the fridge better on the left side. I didn't. So I decided to change it back. And I go in with a rug, and as you guys can see, there is like a darker color scheme, and I feel like it fits the apartment really well. And I feel like it would fit my sim who is going to live here really well. But yeah, you can see me come in with the entryway, and I'm kind of like, what am I gonna do here? So I decide to just go in, add I want to say that like coat rack is from the organic pack, like CC's pack as well. I added in the bench, which is also from the organic set, and then I just went in with a mirror. I do go in with some more like clutter stuff later on, but now I'm just working on the bathroom. I struggled so much with the layout of this bathroom because I know that if the sink is behind the door, it's still functional, but in my head, like it wouldn't be functional in real life, and I just don't like that. So, yeah, I'm just fiddling around with the bathroom, trying to get it to work how I want to. So I did make it bigger, and now I am just going in and adding in a rug and cluttering it up. I used a lot of content from the Hudson bathroom by Peacemaker in this bathroom, and I feel like it really just fit the vibe. Like I really did like this build. But anyways, um, have you guys updated your game since the marketplace released? Because I have not. I'm so scared. I heard that it was like breaking everyone's CC, like it wasn't showing up in their game even after they updated. And I mean, EA did put out a patch, but I'm still like a little scared. So I have decided to wait until it's like very clear that everything is good. But I would love to know if you guys updated it. Like if you play with CC, did your CC disappear? Like, oof, that would have been so scary. I would have been so scared. But I'm just going in trying to find something to put on the wall, and I ended up going with that cute little print. And yeah, we are now on to the bedroom. I should have mentioned this earlier, but this is a one bedroom, one bathroom apartment. And like I said, I think it would be for a male sim. And I don't know, maybe this sim could have like maybe a dog. I don't know. I see him as like I kind of already touched on this, but like a very like gentle, quiet guy. And excuse me, I really liked that plant, but I couldn't find a good place for it to go. And so, yeah, I just decided to not do it because it just didn't fit anywhere. But I did completely playtest this build. I always thoroughly playtest my builds, and everything worked. But my sim, who is going to be living in this apartment in my forever save file, he has a dog, and for some reason, he went to the left side of the bed, and then I told him to go take his dog for a walk so I could get screenshots. And he was he was not able to go between the dresser and the bed while he was leashed, like while the dog was leashed. But other than that, he could go between the bed and the dresser. So I guess just if just so you know. But yeah, other than that, everything works great. I really am so proud of how this build looks. I feel like it's very minimalistic, but I feel like I, you know, got that male vibe. And I don't know, do you guys agree? Does this feel like a male's apartment? Like I said, I'm not really sure, like, because I don't build in like the male style. I'm very like a classy builder, like, and I don't know. I feel like a lot of people who play Sims or mostly play with like women Sims or like the more feminine Sims, but I don't know. I just I think this build looks good. Sorry if about that pop-up. I couldn't edit it out. It was my G shade like settings, so sorry about that. But yeah, I'm just gonna go in and I'm back to the entryway and I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. I was thinking maybe I could add in like some like neon signs and then I was like, no, it kind of makes it look a little goofy. Like I put that private room above the bathroom, but I don't know, it just didn't look how I wanted it to look. Plus I don't really love like English in The Sims. Like I prefer like Simlish, but I don't know. So I just decided to get rid of them, and now I'm just finding some stuff to clutter up the shelf on the shelf in the entryway. And yeah, when I pulled out that basket of papers, that's when I was like, oh my goodness, the sim who lives here could be an architect. And I know we don't have like an architectural like job in The Sims, but I do want to, I think there is a mod that you can get to have your Sims be an architect. I'm not exactly sure. But I am going to go ahead and end this voiceover here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. And if you guys do like this content, please do subscribe. And as always, the tray files and CC links will be on my Patreon at pixelplumbob with another B. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. Bye, guys.